time is your greatest tool. If you're somebody that's around my age, under 30, older than 18, I'm 23, time is your greatest tool. People always say time is an asset and you're running out of it, but I disagree. I think it's a tool. I think it can be used to your advantage. I used to be somebody that was the classic, I'll do that. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to do that later. I'll save that video and I'll apply that idea later. But I just found myself never doing those things. I have probably 1,000 saved videos of ideas and things that I wanted to do that I never followed through on. But I'm here to tell you that now that I have taken that leap of following through on stuff, obviously not everything. It's a grand amount of videos to follow through on, but now that I follow through on the things that I wanted to do, that I plan to do, YouTube, starting a business, moving, I can confidently say I feel like time is on my side. I feel like time is no longer an asset, but a tool that I'm using to my advantage. I'm taking the time that I have, filling my days with productive things to do, and using it as my tool to get things done, allocating my time for certain things. Now, allocating time on a, day-to-day level is a whole topic in itself. The purpose of this video, though, is to kind of portray how you're not running out of time as fast as you think. People say, oh, you're already 23, you're already 24, you're already 25, you're already 22, I've heard. But the reality is, it is never too late to start doing anything, to move across the country, across the globe, to start a business. I know people that have started businesses in their 40s, let alone 20s, right? It's not too late to do YouTube. I see this guy on YouTube sometimes. If I can find him, I'll link it. But he is like 70 and he had just recently started posting on YouTube, and he's successful. He's very successful doing it. So if you take your time and you really commit to it, whatever it is that you're doing, as long as you're putting your heart and soul into it and actually being consistent with it, as I'll talk about in one of my other videos, consistency and improvement. Time is 100% your tool. Use it for your advantage, and define success based on your ideal version of yourself, not anyone else's. Create a sense of urgency to become the person you want to be, not the person people tell you should be. So many people say, oh, you're running out of time, you should have done this by now, or this person is doing this by now. Well, maybe that's not what you wanted to do at that point in your life. Maybe what you want to do is something different, or maybe what you're meant to do takes longer. It is on a different path than what those other people are doing. Like I always say, with all the outputs we see with social media nowadays, it's hard to really sit down and think of our own opinion on things sometimes, which is fair. Social media puts these ideas in so many people's heads, and it's hard to stray away from those. But when struck with the decision of what to do with your time at a young age, based on things you've seen and things you know, look internally and figure out what you truly want as a person, what you truly think is meant for you in this time. And if you are feeling the pressure, that's okay. Use pressure as a tool as well. Use the time constraint as a catalyst to boost you forward. I'll be the first to admit I did hit 23 and I was like, okay, it's time to really do something with my life. I graduated college, that's done. I'm not worried about that. Now I really have to project myself forward in the ways that I want. And I figured the best ways to do that for me, and which I've found fruitful thus far, are YouTube and starting this business with my brother. These are the things that I've done that have aligned with me, have aligned with my goals, my visions. It might not be the same for you. That's okay. Figuring that out is the benefits of having time and using time as your tool. Think about people who use time constraints to their advantage. You always hear like, oh, I wrote that essay really late. Actually, it's an example with my girlfriend. She says she used to write essays after the due dates, which is awesome because that was her style. Using time, using that pressure of, okay, we're past the due date at this point, or we're close to the due date, using that pressure to your advantage to, like I said, be a catalyst to move forward, I think is so beneficial. So if you feel like time isn't on your side, make it be on your side. Use it as your tool. You have plenty of it. Thank you for watching.